I went from spending 5 hours a day on my phone to 3 hours as a content creator. And since then, I've grown my content business to 69k followers and 20k in total revenue in less than 20 hours a week. I share my entire productivity system in my life tracking course, but today I want to share 3 actionable tips so you can spend less time on your phone. I'll cover how to reduce screen time the easy way, how to replace screen time, and my favorite, how to do a time audit. So at the end of the video, you have a complete 3-step plan to stop doom scrolling. And before you say, Jen, you're so disciplined, I could never do what you do, I'm lazy too. Once I spent the whole day in bed reading webtoons, but these systems forced me to be productive. I'll share more about my systems soon, but first I want to share a story with you. My friend, let's call him Dan, asked me for a call because he was feeling overwhelmed. He wasn't sure where his time was going and felt like he didn't have time for anything he wanted to do. After we did a time audit, he sent me this message. Jen, thank you so much. I got so much done today and yesterday. It feels amazing. Time auditing is OP. So he went from feeling like he had no time for anything he enjoyed to feeling energized by how much he was able to get done. Here's how you can do the same in 3 steps. First, make a list of dead time. This is how you are going to reduce your screen time the easy way. What you're going to do is list out all the times you can feasibly go on your phone while doing some other activity. This is your dead time. You don't really enjoy that time, but you still need to fill it. Some bad examples of dead time are when you're on a walk, you actually don't want to be on your phone because you want to enjoy the walk and enjoy nature. Or if you're at an event, you want to be out there socializing instead of being on your phone. And while you're watching this video, because you're just training your brain to be overstimulated at this point, so please put your phone down. Unless you're watching this on a phone, then pay attention. 3 good examples of dead time are rest time at the gym. I like to respond to messages, taking the bus or the train. But if you get nauseous in moving vehicles, I tend to just record voice notes for whatever I'm trying to learn or study and listening to those on transit. And same as if I'm going on a walk, I like to record voice notes and brainstorm during my walk. So I'm off my phone, but I'm still feeling like I'm getting something done. And also walks are when I'm most creative. Then I put it through an AI transcriber and summarizer and just copy paste those notes for later. The 3rd good example is when you're on the toilet. Sometimes I create content or even respond to text. It helps me catch up without doom scrolling. So that's the first step. The second step is to make a list of alive time. This is what's going to replace your screen time. Your alive time should be a list of things that you enjoy or things that make you feel alive. It could be hobbies or anything else you'd like to spend more time on. So I split this up into 2 sections, screen and no screen. Here's an example of my Notion. You can get the template as part of my life tracking course, which is linked in the description. Let me open up the template. But you can see I've listed out some hobbies I want to get into without a screen and some things I want to learn that I need a screen for. But if you really can't replace your phone screen time, I suggest following educational accounts you can learn from, because when I did that, I feel like I'm learning so much even while I'm doom scrolling. And that's how I consume content more intentionally. My last and favorite tip is to do a time audit. So guess how much time my friend Dan spent on his phone every day? 8 hours. On average. That's why I made him do a time audit. It was a reality check that slapped him across the face and forced him to take action. And he thanked me for that reality check. So here's exactly what we did. We started with 46 hours because that's 168 hours a week minus 56 hours of sleep if you want to sleep 8 hours a day times 7 days a week. And then you just subtract 21 hours for miscellaneous, chores, hygiene, and 45 hours for work and transportation. And now just start subtracting time based on where you want to spend it. So this can include things like friends and family, side hustles, hobbies, exercise, social media, and differentiate between talking to people and just doom scrolling, and learning/personal development. Make sure you check your calendar or time tracker, which I teach during my life tracking course, throughout the week just to make sure your time aligns with your priorities. Then make any adjustments as necessary. So, in summary, the 3 steps. First, to reduce screen time the easy way is to list out all of your dead time. Then, to replace screen time, make a list of your alive time. And lastly, do a time audit. So if you found this helpful, this is just one video from my full life tracking course. If you feel overwhelmed, distracted, or like you're wasting time, this course teaches unique methods to force you to live more intentionally. You'll learn about setting goals, creating consistent habits, prioritizing tasks, and more. You can check out more details in the link in the description. But after that, can you do me a favor? Comment a key learning you're going to implement after this video, because it'll help you stay accountable if you commit publicly, and I'll be cheering you on too. Hope to see you in the course. Bye!